Hello, everyone. I was talking the other night on stream about an idea that I've had for a while to kind of split CocoType, the company, into two and have one company that makes larger, very high quality, well, as high quality as I'm able to do on the time that I have, but higher quality, complicated pro apps, I guess, and another company that kind of just makes quick little small, still useful, still good apps, just like simple utility type apps, and monetizes those through ads. I guess what I didn't say was for the first app, kind of monetize those through in-app purchases, upfront payments, subscriptions, that kind of thing. More premium level company, and then this other company that's ad driven, smaller apps, more quickly put together. Just kind of like, hey, let's make stuff that people still find useful, still not being creepy, still not trash, but stuff that I can kind of make more quickly and monetize through ads, and see if I what I can get from each side of that fence. And so I decided I'm going to start actually doing that today. I'm going to take my app, Defibulator. I'm going to move that over to the other company, but I also want to see what can I make? Can I actually make an app really quickly for that kind of thing? And I've had an idea bouncing around my head for the last couple months that I want to build there, and I want to see kind of how quickly can I build an app and get it out there. I will not be shipping this app today because a couple different reasons. A, I haven't actually finished creating that other company yet. I need to go and do all the business stuff, do all of those fun parts, and then get an Apple developer account set up. So I need to do that today. The other part of it is I have not finished setting up my ads monetization stuff. Why have I not done that? Well, it turns out you actually need the company things to do all of that part too. So not going to ship this app today, but I do kind of want to try creating an app that I can have ready to go so that like day 1 or day 2 of this company, I can have 2 apps out on the store, Defibulator and this new one. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We'll see how far we get. We'll see. I'll kind of try to give updates as I go, as I do this kind of approach to apps to see like, hey, what's working better? Is it the high quality apps that we charge people money for, or is it the, I don't want to call them low quality apps, but is it the like cheaper apps that get money through advertising? We'll find out. We'll see what happens. But let's get started on this new app. So what is this new app, you might ask? This new app is, I'm going to call it Orders for now. We'll figure this out as well. But this app is basically just a log app, a simple database app, a little CRUD app, that the entire point of it is I want to store people I know and restaurants that I go to often. I want to save, hey, what does this person like at this restaurant? That's all it is. It's something that I deal with my family a lot. Something that my family deals with each other a lot, where it's like, oh, hey, we're going to such and such restaurant. I'm going to, order for the whole family. What are we going to get? I'm going to Wendy's, like, what does everybody want? I'm going to Taco Bell. What does everybody want? And yeah, simply put, just here's the application. Go find who I'm going to the restaurant with, what restaurant I'm going to. It gives me the whole order, so I can just go to the screen and just be like, oh, so-and-so wants, 2 burrito supremes. So-and-so wants, Doritos Locos Taco. I don't know. Taco Bell is probably going to be the example we use everywhere here. But yeah, that's the app. It's going to be very simple. I think I'm going to use the Apple Contacts UI to let you add people. I'll probably CloudKit syncing. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go there. I haven't really, you know, planned too much of this. That's kind of the point. We're gonna do what we can as quickly as we can, and that's it. So anyway, we've created our repo. Let's cd into, and by repo I mean just a folder. We're gonna cd into that folder, and we are going to say toast init platform iOS. I feel like a lot of these apps are going to be iPhone only, no iPad apps. That's going to be part of the, like, oh, it's more limited. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing iPad unless it's an app that makes sense on iPad. Not a lot of cross-platform support, that kind of stuff. So anyway, we've created our project. Let's see what we have. Oh, hey, look, there's all kinds of interesting stuff in here already. We've got an app, a kit, a UI. Man, this is kind of more than I expected there to be. It created a plugin too. That's kind of weird. I don't know why I did that. Oh God, what have I done? I'm not sure what this plugin is supposed to be. Okay, well, we're not gonna worry. Actually, I'm gonna straight up delete that folder. Like, I don't think we need that. I don't want a plugin. Go back to here. What do we got? Project.swift. Yeah, has a local helper. We're gonna get rid of that. Boop boop. We're gonna get rid of this. Hey, this guy. How you doing? I almost said my guy, and I was like, that's not right. How's it going? Going pretty well. I am trying out a new approach to programming tonight and seeing what that, or not to programming. I'm not really trying anything new with programming. Trying to figure out how quickly I can kind of put together a new app. I don't like the way that this is set this up at all, actually. I just did toast init, and it's like, oh yeah, here's, oh, and I want it to bootstrap a Swift UI project. That's also true. We're gonna kind of just throw everything away and start over. That's what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna throw away this whole project. Delete. Yep, delete it. Delete it all. Recreate it. Toast init platform iOS. Is there a way that I can say, yeah, a different template? Yeah, what are my templates? Just -- help. Throwing everything away and starting again seems to be the topic of the week. You can list available templates with toast scaffold list. Hey, you know, thankfully I haven't gotten that far with it. Okay, so there's just two templates, the default and the Swift UI. That's a bummer, but oh well. Toast init, platform, iOS, template, Swift UI. I want something that's simpler than what it gave me, but apparently I don't get that. Okay, so I don't want to plug in. I want to define my own targets, but I guess we're not going to worry about that, apparently. This has... Yeah, I don't know where it's getting these targets. I guess it's just here. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, if that works, then I actually am not too worried about that. I don't want these plugins, though. I think that's dumb. I don't know what this is telling me. Like, does this have something that I actually need? I don't think the answer is yes. Yeah, this is just creating a task for me. I don't care about this. We're going to get rid of this plugin. The whole folder, basically. Delete. Yep, delete that whole folder. What have we got in here? Plugins. Yeah, we don't care about these. Let's just get rid of this whole folder, or this whole file, sorry. D. X. Project description helpers. Oh God, what's going on here? Okay. Make framework targets. Make app targets. I mean, this isn't too terrible. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're going to set some of this stuff up. So we are not 2s.io. We are Ultrabar Studios. Don't worry about what that name is. We'll come back to it later. Okay, I don't want a launch storyboard. I don't know how to fix that. We'll come back to that later. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, I think we're good here. So let's see if we can actually generate that file and run it. Import my plugin from project.swift. Does not exist. Yes, we did that on purpose. Let's get rid of this ASCII art too. Don't need that. Don't need that. There we go. Now we've got a project. We've got some derived stuff, some info plists. We've got a main app. We've got a kit. And we've got an orders UI. Something else I want to do with this experiment is I eventually want to have small pieces that I can share between these apps. We're not going to worry about that today. But it is nice to see that it's already kind of doing some of this stuff for us. Perfect. Love it. We've got a hello method. We've got a content view. Where's the actual app? Does the app use the content view? Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. So what are we going to build? I think, yeah, what do we want this app to look like? Do we want the people first? Do we want the restaurants first? Do we want to create yeah, let's figure this out. So I think the very first thing that we want, first of all, what is our minimum deployment target? We need to change that to 16 at some point, but I think we're gonna set this to 16. Yeah, let's actually go figure that out now so that we don't accidentally end up using something that's 17 only. So we want this to be 16. Where would that be? That would be in settings. So let's go find just project description helpers, this. I would assume there's a settings in here somewhere. Target, where's the init for target? Init for target has, I'm sure, a settings somewhere. Yeah, settings right after dependencies. So now this is the problem. We need to extend that. Settings, base. And then we have separate debug and release. Because I want the default. Oh, here we go. Specifies default settings dot recommended. But what I want is a recommended. And then I want to extend that. But I guess I can't really do that. Because it said, specifies the default set of settings applied to all the projects and targets. Default settings can be overridden via settings base, settings dictionary, and configuration settings dictionary. Oh, what's configuration? No, this is not what I want. So I think we do want base And then I guess we want, oh, default setting. Oh, okay, here we go. Default settings, recommended. Okay, cool, I'm good here. Settings is dot settings. And then I guess what we care about is base so there's that. What does our settings dictionary look like? String to settings value. I think we're gonna want, yeah, let's go look at what this project is. Hey, LCBC86, how's it going? What are we doing today? We are trying to create a brand new project from scratch as fast as we possibly can. Specifically, I'm working on an app to track people's food orders, so that if you go to a restaurant and you're ordering for a bunch of your friends or a bunch of your coworkers, you can just go like, boom, 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 boom. This is what everybody wanted. Also, what I'm trying to do right now is figure out how to set a deployment target. More specifically, what I'm trying to do right this red hot second is set a deployment target. That is iOS deployment target. It looks like this. So I think When you are done, are you going to share the code? Yes, I always share the code for everything that I have. Almost entirely. I don't think that the stuff to do like this effect. Hang on, where did I do that? This is public right now. But almost everything else that I do is public. Or my little picture-in-picture windows that I'm not currently using. Those are also not public right now. But I think everything else that I do is basically public. All of my apps are public. That's for sure. Except for the ones that aren't launched. But, those are also not launched. Sorry, there were a lot of caveats to this. Yes, I will ship this app when it's done. I will share the source code to this. What is this that you are using to generate the project? That is a tool called Toist. It's toist.io. You can learn a lot about that there. And I use it a lot at work. I don't use it a lot for some of my projects because a lot of them were created before I found out what this was. But I like it a lot, and so I'm trying to make an effort to use it more. But I also need to learn what I'm doing as I do stuff. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. So let's see if that worked to create a new project. Orders. So it should have changed in here, but I'm not. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, cool. 16.0 here. My guess though is that if I build this, it's going to be like, hey, you're building all of your sub projects for 15 or for 17, but you need 16 here. So I think what I want is I want a project level settings. I want to change that. So let's go find the project itself and see if it has settings. Yes, it does. Okay. So I think I can actually also just do that up there. So let's grab this here. Boop, 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 boop. And let's go find the actual oh, Jesus. Oh, I don't remember how to fix this. Emacs, reset, font size. Control X, Control 0. There we go. Okay, so here's our project here. And so then, yeah, what we need is just settings needs to go on top of that. Which comes right after packages and before targets. Yeah, okay, so boop. I screwed that way up. There we go. Sweet, okay. So now if we run that, it should be on the project level and not on Yeah, there we go. So see how it's iOS 16 and it's going down to the target level. So it says it's iOS 16 there, it's iOS 16 there, it's iOS 16 there. So now if we build, it should actually build. Perfect. Okay. Let's actually start building an app. And so what I want to do, the reason I did that was because I was like, oh, I need to have navigation stack. Navigation stack. And so we're going to have a root. Actually, do we want a root? We can't not have a root. So yeah, I guess we want a root. I don't know. Let's just do rectangle for now. And then let's give it a navigation title. Yeah, let's see what that gives us. Hooray. Okay. Let's go ahead and say that we have a navigation bar style. What is it? Style. Navigation background. Oh, how did I do this the other day? Navigation bar, styling, and SwiftUI. This is what I want. No, that's not what I want. Hey, Eaglenot, how's it going? Toolbar background, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you for the sub. What is that? 32 months. That's a lot of months. What color do we want this to be? I'm gonna go with yellow. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday? It's not Monday? Oh. I shouldn't be streaming. This is not what I want. Unless Mono is around, it's probably already Monday for him. Yeah, that's true. You only stream on Sunday? No, I normally stream Mondays and Fridays. That's not at all true this week. Normally I stream Mondays and Fridays. I decided to stream today because I was bored. For one, let's go with that. I will not be streaming tomorrow, which is a Monday, because I have other other things. I have other obligations. That's the word I was looking for. Other obligations on Monday, but I will probably be streaming on Wednesday. So Sunday, Wednesday, Friday this week. It's weird. Don't worry about it. So why is this not working? Do I need to set this toolbar background on the navigation stack? No, that didn't work. I want it to be yellow. Why doesn't that work? Okay. Navigation stack. We got like a list. Toolbar background. Goes after navigation title. See, look. I'm not wrong. I mean, it says put a list in here, so let's just put like an empty list. My toolbar background is still not yellow. Oh, hey, I bet I know what the problem is. Yes, we need it to be visible always, I think. Yep. Dot visible for navigation bar. There we go. Okay. Cool. There's our sweet order UI. All right, so we have this. I think we are obviously going to need a list. I kind of wonder, do we want, what do we want to have for like people and restaurants? Do we want to have those as like separate tabs? Do we want to put like I almost want those as separate tabs. Let's do that as tabs. So let's give ourselves another toolbar. Come on, be better than that. Toolbar, placement. Nope, placement goes in the thing. Toolbar, toolbar group. So this is going to be bottom bar. Toolbar, no wait, toolbar item group. And then let's put a button. This is going to be... No, button. It has an action, it has a label. The label is label, and it has a... Let's call it people, and let's call it... Why does it want an image resource? I don't want an image resource. Oh, geez, what have I done? Label. Title key system image. That's what we want. Okay, so people and system image is... Let's go look at SF symbols. People. We got person. Person 2. Person 2 fill. Let's just do person 2. Person 3. Ooh. How many persons do we want? Do we want 2 or 3? Let's go with 3. Perfect. This doesn't really look like a tab bar, though. Is that not what we want? This may be not what we want. Tab. Item. Ooh, okay. Hang on. I have never done tab stuff in SwiftUI. That's probably the problem. Okay, so I think I actually need to like reorient this whole thing. Because if I recall correctly, you want a tab bar and then you want things inside that. So let's get a tab view. And then, I don't know, a list, empty list, and then we'll say we want this empty list to have, no, not an empty list, navigation stack, which contains an empty list. And that empty list still has all of these things. And then this has a tab item. And this has our label. With title and system image people. Person.3. There we go. Okay. Now, the question is, where's our navigation stack? Because we've got our item in here. We've got a navigation stack with a list. Oh, you know what? I bet our problem is we need a selection. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. No. Okay, so our tab view has 2 items in it that just say tab item. So yeah, why? Let's find out. We're gonna just create 2 of these. And then let's go find a SF symbol for like restaurant. Nope. What's a good SF symbol for restaurant? I don't want it to be like a house. I don't think that's gonna work. How about just the like food? There's the like fork and knife. There we go. So there's that. But my guess is, they have 2 different carrot options. I didn't even see that. Well, they have caret and caret fill. I mean, come on. You need to be able to fill in the picture when you got selected. Okay, so what I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing that we have a stack in between these things. Or sorry, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not seeing that we have a navigation view, basically. So let's pull this out into a different view. So let's call this people view. So I feel like we're missing something here. We'll make this import Swift UI. And then let's just basically grab all of this and we'll say people view. Yeah, where's our navigation stack? Okay. This isn't making sense to me. Because it definitely worked here earlier. Undo a bunch. We just had a navigation stack at the root. Oh, we didn't give it a navigation title yet. That's probably the problem. Derp. There it is. Yep. Didn't have title. That was it. That was it. All right, so we don't need a rectangle here. We need an empty list. There we go. Also, let's have this up with color scheme variants. And that's exactly why I wanted that there, because that looks like trash. But yeah, we can get started with this now. Our title color. How do we deal with that? Background visibility, control title and status bar color. Toolbar color scheme. What is better, list or lazy VStack? It really depends on what you're trying to do. List is better if you have a bunch of like very similar items. So for example, I would never do a lazy VStack with like a for each in it and only a for each in it. Lazy VStack is better if you've got like a bunch of mixed sets of items. So if you've got like, oh, I've got a whole bunch of I'm trying to even think of like a use case that I would really use lazy VStack. I would usually use list. I guess if you really want to customize your UI, maybe lazy VStack is going to be better. List just handles a lot more for you. And I don't think, does lazy VStack handle, does lazy VStack handle selection? That would be another one. If you need selection, you got to have list. If we have a filter on top that appears into specific conditions, I mean, that I would definitely probably use list. Because I think list is better at like, because with list, everything is identifiable. It has to be identifiable if I recall correctly. And so, maybe not. I thought it had to be identifiable. Yeah, everything here. Oh, well, maybe not. If everything is identifiable, list is basically like a UI table view in UIK, yeah. If you're doing like a filter when everything is identifiable, it's going to be a lot better performance to switch between things. So like if you've got a filter and you're removing a bunch of items, it's going to be a lot better at like actually animating out the stuff that you don't want if you're using list than if you're using VStack. I think list is just kind of like, it does a lot more for you. And 90% of the time, that's what you're going to want, is you're going to want it to handle that kind of stuff for you. Lazy VStack is for when you want something where you have to do more of your customization yourself. where you've got to go build a lot of that stuff that it doesn't exist normally, but when you do, you have a lot more power to do what you want. Does that make sense? There we go. So there's our color scheme. So now what I want to see is we should have, yeah, something similar for our tab item. Can we do that? Toolbar, background, all of these things. If something is very standard, go for list. If you have to customize a bunch of stuff, go for lazy bee stack. Yep. That sounds right to me. Well, this didn't give us the background for tab bar. Maybe I need to set it on here? Well, that didn't seem to do anything either. How do we customize our tab bar? I think I did see like a tab view style. Tab view style. Look at that. Dot. Oh, that's not at all what I want. Yeah, no, this is not what I want at all. Oh, we can actually say for navigation bar and tab bar at the same time. Well, that's useful. Well, let's try it. That's from iOS 16 Plus. Yeah, thankfully I'm doing iOS 16 Plus, so. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, well, for one thing, I'm only editing. Doop, doop, doop. Just put it here. There we go. That looks kind of gross. I don't like the way that looks. That's too bright on the bottom there. Should we maybe just yeah. After all of that work, I'm like, that looks gross. I hate it. How do I change the, like, those are the colors from the app you used at work? I mean, I think the colors look fine up top, especially. I just didn't like the way that it looked as that bottom bar. That was kind of gross. I want to change the tint color. Like, what is the... Oh, can I do that on the tab item itself? So, like, let's go to here. Hey, Mono. Now it's Monday. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. How do I... Maybe if I make this foreground color instead. Monday lunch. Nice. No, that didn't work either. Okay. Swift UI, tab, bar, foreground color. I can just change the accent color of my app. That's one way of doing it. before iOS 16, you can use accent color modifier on tab view, but in iOS 16, it's been deprecated and no longer works in tab view. Use toolbar color scheme. Takes in a color scheme. That's not what I want at all. Does it say that, like, basically, you used to be able to modify this more, but now on iOS 16, it doesn't work. I guess I just have to change the accent color. That's kind of a bummer, but that's fine. We can do it. Thank you helping Rubber duck that package issue earlier. No problem. Like, I think that's... it's always useful to ask that kind of questions. Is like, hey, you know, what am I doing wrong? And then somebody's like, here's the, like, basic checkpoint. It's like, oh, yeah. Yep. No, that was it. Because, you know, you're going to think, like, oh, what's the, like, really complicated thing that I got wrong? And you're, like, always, like, when you're that deep in the problem, you're never going to think of, like, oh, what's the, like, simple stuff? That's the thing you don't like about Swift UI. Some stuff used to be trivial to modify, and now it's not. Yeah. No, I get that. I like that it was, like, it was possible in Swift UI before iOS 16, and now it's not. That also seems weird. Where are my assets? Where do I even go and change this? Right here, I guess? Don't get you started on Swift UI. Here, so if I set my accent color here, I bet this is not going to work. Because... this is not in the main app. So I don't think this is going to do anything. Lost 2 days on modifying the status bar for a specific view. Oh, that sucks. But if I run this on the simulator, then it should actually work, because now we'll have the accent color set correctly. So this is just going to look gross in the preview, and we're just deal with it. What are we building? We are building... we're building an app for... yes, see, I haven't figured out how to describe it yet. What we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how quickly we can build apps, because I want to get to a point where I can start having, like, a bunch of apps that kind of are hopefully making, like, passive income from ad stuff, so that I can put more time into my apps that I want to spend a lot of time on, like Kineo and Black Highlighter and some of the other apps that I'm working on. And so I want to have these, like, small apps in the background. So that's what I'm trying to really figure out today, is how quickly can I put together a new app. Specifically, the app that I'm working on right now is for people that are often, you know, whether they're working with families or coworkers or whatever, they're often, like, going to, say, a fast food restaurant and picking up food for a bunch of people. And they're like, oh, you know, what did everybody want? Oh, you know, my sister wanted blah, my dad wanted blah, my mom wanted blah. And then, well, not so much like what do they want this time, but, like, what is their usual order? Ooh, that's a good name for this, like, usuals. That's a good name for that app. Somebody remember that. And that basically you would just say, like, oh, I want to start a new order. Let me pick the people. Let me say which restaurant I'm going to. Boom, there's my list of items. Usual. Oh, you name a variable. Nice. That is a good way to remember that. Okay, next variable. We'll name it usual. But yeah, that accent color didn't work. You know what? I need to not get bogged down on small stuff like this while trying to build out the whole app. Let's do that. So yeah, I think what I want, yeah, we've got most of this here. So let's go ahead and create our restaurants view. Go back to here, grab that. Create a preview. God, I love how much stuff Xcode 15 autocompletes. It's the best. You lack ideas that could be quick, easy apps? Hi, CocoType. Are you working on a project or looking for one? I am working on a project right now. Yeah, Holix, that is a problem. Is like coming up with quick app ideas, because I can come up with app ideas all day. It's great. I can have all kinds of app ideas. What I can't do is come up with app ideas that I can knock out in a day or whatever. Follow this guy on Twitter, and he's always building out these apps in a week or two, selling them to grow them, selling them on like MicroAcquire for good money. Oh, who is that? Because I was kind of mimicking this off of, I know Sandre Soros does a lot of like small apps, but there's two problems. A, his apps are very good quality, and B, I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually sell it, or like he doesn't make money off of his apps. He makes money off of like his JavaScript libraries and stuff, and so he just knocks out these apps for, you know, because he wants to. Adam Little apps. I'll have to check that out later. I'm not gonna take a look at it right now, but yeah, I mean that sounds like kind of what I'm trying to do. Except I also don't want to sell my apps. I kind of want to just like, you know, have like network stuff on there. My app is an auto mod just for Compile Swift called Russian Roulette Compile Swift Edition. I have that feature built into my bot EagleKnot, where it just, you know, will sometimes do whatever. Let me know if you want to build an iOS Swift app for an API. Dude, make a poop app in like 2 to 3 weeks. It's live and the ASO is good enough to where he's doing well thus far. He said he'll sell it in about 3 to 6 months. What do you mean by poop app? Do you mean an app that's not very good, or do you mean literally an app about poop? An app that is about poop. Okay. I have made poop UI elements before. I forgot to give this a title again. Just passion projects. Okay, so this would not be called orders. This would be restaurants. There we go. And then this one would be not orders, but rather people. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got a simple little app. Has list of people, list of restaurants. Boom, boom. And then, oh, I can fix that. It's fixed. Oh, you timed out the wrong part. Okay, nope. Now Mono's got mod privileges back. You're working on a WebSocket chat app. That's nice. If I didn't need him around, I would demod EagleKnot just to punish him for that, but no. EagleKnot is too important to this stream. What am I working on tonight? Hey, Biozal, how are you doing? I am working on a quick little dumb app idea for keeping track of people's usual food orders. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm trying to see how quickly I can put together an app like that. No such thing as a dumb app idea? That's the hope, at least. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Because I think what I want there to always be like a new order button on both pages, like both the restaurants page and the people page. Are you doing full stack or just the front end? I am doing, I think, just the front end because I'm going to have the back end be iCloud, CloudKit. Are you using Swift Data? Is Swift Data usable in iOS 16? Because if it is, then probably I could, but no, yeah, no, I need it to be 16 because I want to ship this like as soon as I can. Do you mock up, build the front end first, or design your API? Usually, yes, I do like a, well, do you mean, do you do the front end before the back end, or do you mean, do you do a mock-up of the front end before you build the front end? Because, yeah, usually I let the front end drive everything. Do you do the front end before the back end? Yeah. I mean, most of my apps don't really even have a back end. I mean, even like using something like CloudKit, most of my apps don't even really do that. I guess they do. But yeah, no, I usually let the front end drive basically literally everything. But that's where I spend most of my time is front end stuff. So that's why I have a bias for front end stuff. All right, so I want this to, yeah, I want this to have a toolbar item. So front end first is generally very nice for quick projects. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mostly just don't really have a lot of projects that have a strong back-end component to them. Failed to build restaurants view.swift. Why? Okay, now it works. Whatever. Can I set the accent color on this? Use tint. There you go. See now, if that works, why doesn't it work on the other thing? The tab bar. That other page that we found. Oh, because that says it's on tab view. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I need to set that on tab view. Hey, look at that. Now I don't need to deal with the accent color. Except that I wanted this to be yellow. There we go. That also looks kind of gross. Maybe I do want it to be black. Of course, that's invisible on dark mode. So maybe I want it to be primary. Hey, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we got that. So then I think what I want is this should maybe be an image system name plus. But that would create like a new item in the list. I think maybe what I want is I want all of my people, and then I want like a add new item at the end there. And so then I almost want this to be like a start. Do we have like a pencil? Use a carrot. Oh, what's going on with my chat crashed. You used to try and do that, but it felt it was overwhelming for the amount of time you had, so it started building APIs looking for curious third-party devs. Nice. I hate this stupid platform called Brain Trust. I'm not familiar with brain trust. Brain tree. I don't know what brain trust is. Use a carrot. Yeah, we'll use a carrot for now. Carrot.fill. Can you do a Vision OS app for viewing restaurant menus? I'm sure Yelp is going to build that. Okay, it's a carrot for now. We'll come back and use it later. So then, yeah, I think this list needs to be a for each of my like data. So let's go create a people handler in orders kit. So new file. Yelp doesn't have the same trust that CocoaType does though. Let's call it a people wrangler. You've been using ChatGPT for so much coding lately. Have you had any luck with AI like that? I have had a decent amount of luck not using it for generating code, but rather for explaining stuff. And then there's sometimes a little bit of code like that, but I tend to not really copy and paste the code from it, but rather just go ask it questions and be like, hey, what do I need to do here? It's also really good as like a documentation replacement. Like, what is the command that I need to do? Blah, blah, blah. It's usually pretty good at that. I use a tool by friend of the show, Adam Wolf, who is on here sometimes, called Developer Duck. And it's pretty cool that you can actually go and ask it questions. So like, oh, here, let's try this. I think it'll probably be out of date because I think GPT is out of, like, it cut off a couple years ago. But like, how can I, like, what command do I use to change the color of items in a SwiftUI tab view? Yeah, see, so this is saying use accent color, which we know doesn't work anymore, but so it's a little out of date, but this is the kind of thing that I find it useful for. Usually is just like, hey, like, ask me a question. You're using it to help you design a like-dislike system. That's nice, yeah. Another thing that I've done in the past, accent doesn't work for tab view. Mono is the thing. There's a new tint, which we found does work. So, what was I trying to say? ChatGPT was trained on Swift 5.5. The cutoff was September 2021. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, EagleKnot is nailing it. I use it for when I'm on languages that I don't understand. I can be like, hey, here's this thing in Python, and, I'm a Swift dev. Please explain it to me in Swift meanings. Please explain this to me in like Swift language. Or in just like English. Like, what does this thing mean in Python? So like, here, let's do another one. It's like, what is an ND array in Python? Because I was like running into this a lot, and I found it super useful. I was like, hey, it's a fundamental data structure provided by NumPy. It's a multi-dimensional container for homogeneous data, which means that all elements in an ND array must have the same data type. And so, yeah, it just goes and explains stuff to you a lot more usefully. And then, like, what is the shape of an ND array? I think was another question that I had. Sorry, I've got allergies or something today. Yeah, there we go. The dimensions and sizes of each dimension of the array. What is the name of this app? This app is called Developer Duck. Let me see if I can find like a useful link to it. I thought there was a website for it. Yeah, Developer Duck. The developerduck.app? I think it might be. Nope, that's not it at all. That's not it. Nope. Incorrect. Right? That's not it, I think. Or is it? No, this is totally it. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just saw all these labels down here and I was like, that can't be it. Yeah, no, you're right. Eagle Knot's totally correct. See, this is why I say Eagle Knot is too important to this channel to ever be punished. All right, so we've got our people wrangler. This is the first thing that I need. So struct people wrangler. I don't know what all this is going to be, but you know what we do need this to be? This needs to be var usuals. This is going to give us an array of person. Usually only mess up 3 times a stream. Pretty good track record. Exactly. What is my format for putting people's names in here? Uh, 716. Set of people in the app. So yeah, so we need a bunch of persons. Let's get rid of orders kit. We don't need that anymore. And let's get a person. And you know what? This probably also needs to be public. We're just going to return an empty array for now. And so we need a person. Figure out what this is going to look like. So struct person. Let's just give them a name for now. That's literally all we need. Let's create a under jobs recommended based on your profile. It has senior iOS developer. Hey, if somebody's willing to pay you to be a senior iOS developer, you should let them. Okay, so who are our people? Eagle Knot is here. Mono's here. Holix is here. We got Pete's is here. Spell that right? Yep. KNH was here earlier, at least. We got LCBC. Okay, I think I got everybody that's in chat right now. Oh, I forgot about Biozol. Sorry. Okay, that should be enough people to at least get us in the list. All right, so this is a public struct. We need the public var. Type uses an internal type. Let's make that public. Make everything public. Public, public, public. All right, so now let's go to our people view. We want this to include a list of all of our people. Oh, we need people to be identifiable. Let's do that too. Let's give them just a UID. How long have you been using Swift? I have been using Swift since the day it was announced. Well, maybe not the day, the week it was announced. Let's call it that. I've been using Swift for quite a while at this point. I wasn't using it full time for probably 2 or 3 years after it was announced, because those early days of Swift were gross. But yeah, I've been using it for quite a while. It is what is used to make, I would say, most iOS apps. I don't know what the rule is with I can't tell if LCBC answered your question before I asked it, or before you asked it, or whatnot. The ABI stability stuff, yeah, that was a big one. What was it? The like Swift 2 to 3 renaming, where everything got renamed. That was kind of terrible, and mostly just like in the early days, especially Swift 1 and 2, like it was just broken constantly. Like, you know, I mean, it still has its times these days where stuff just doesn't work, but like every couple lines you would type it as like, oh, all of your syntax highlighting would disappear. And just, you know, oh, sorry, we're rebooting source kit. Sorry, hold on a second. And so, yeah, no, it was rough those first couple years. But no, it got better. And so, yeah, I would say nowadays it's probably used to build most iOS apps. I do know that there are, you know, React Native and Kotlin multi-platform are both kind of up and coming. I don't think that they outweigh at least like mostly native apps quite yet. I know that there's a lot of apps that, yeah, Flutter's another one that's up there. I think that most apps are probably still native, but yeah, the cross-platform ones are becoming pretty popular. What are your thoughts on whether or not you should make Apple Android specific apps or just one for the browser? I think that depends on what you're building. I think a lot of apps can be browser based. I think that if you're trying to build an app that really takes advantage of the system, though, you kind of want that to be more native. And I think that's true on both Android and iOS. That, you know, it's nice to build stuff for native. I don't know that that's necessarily the right answer for this app. This app probably would be just fine as a non-native app. But I don't know. Great nuanced answer. Yeah. It depends. That's always the senior developer answer, right? Using things like iCloud can suck in Flutter and Android. Yeah. Yeah. It depends on how tightly you want to couple with the system. I think I eventually want to make this an environment variable, but yeah. If it's a very simple app, to go for it. A manager that I had several years ago at this point, her take on this was those cross-platform tools, which in those days, what we were talking about was React Native still, even back then. And it was called Mono at the time. I forget what it's called now. .NET MAUI. Xamarin. Xamarin is the word that I'm really looking for. Yeah, Xamarin. Was that they're good for apps that turn JSON into UI. And that sounds dismissive, but honestly, like, that's a lot of apps out there, is that they turn JSON into UI. And so, you know, if that's what your app really needs to do, or all it really needs to do, they can be useful for that. If you need your app to do more, I know that LC is putting like a bunch of different things in there. BLE, hardware specific things, you know, system level stuff. Biosol said iCloud. I'm thinking here, like if I wanted to do widgets, if I wanted to do, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. I'm sure that I can come up with things if I think about it. Yeah, you probably want something different. You probably want native. Sorry, I lost my train of thought in the middle of that. All right. This is not what I want this to look like. List style. Plain. There we go. That's more what I want. Except this shouldn't be in restaurants view. This should be in people view. No problem. I love answering questions. I'm just bad at answering questions and talking. Or, sorry. See? This is exactly the problem. I'm bad at talking and coming up with the rest of the sentence at the same time. Let's go into people view is what I want. Let's put this in people view instead of... think I hit delete instead of... Yeah, no, I just tend to stumble over my words a lot when I'm trying to describe what's going on. Okay, so there's our people. Yeah, so... yeah, no, I think this is what we want. It's really hard to find people who know or care enough about this stuff outside of work. Yeah, no. It's hard to care about this stuff outside of work. I'm so burned out by work sometimes that I like come on and like, I don't want to think about this kind of stuff anymore. Or do you mean just finding people outside of your workplace that do care about this stuff? Because I personally find it hard to care about this kind of stuff outside of work myself. And I do care about this, but outside of work, I don't want to care about this. All right, so I think I actually don't want this to be text. I want this to be a navigation link. Yeah, let's do that. So this is going to be a navigation link. And this is going to be text person name. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. I need value and label. That's what I need. Okay. So we'll come back with our value, but our label is going to be text person name. Hey, thanks for the follow, Uddy Style. Sometimes you find something cool and you want to share it with somebody and nobody cares. Yeah, nope, I know that. It's fun because I'm friends with a bunch of devs, but they're all Android devs. So then when I'm like, hey, this is a cool thing Apple just came out, and they're just like, I don't care. Yeah, no, does this button do what I want yet? Nope, that button definitely doesn't do what I want. Oh crap, did I just run an ad? I'm sorry. What I meant to hit was this button, which also doesn't do what I want. What I meant to say was this, which is if you like chatting about this kind of stuff, go check out the Discord, where it's not my Discord. This is a Discord for a bunch of different Swift streamers that, you know, it's nice to go talk about the things that we do outside of work. I will repeat that in like here. Set a timer for 1 minute. Are you winning, Coco? I am not winning at having a stream. That's for sure. I gotta remember how I do this. This was something I learned at the Deep Dish Swift conference. Was they were like, oh, you know, you can take this route, and so you like case. What I want to go to is I want to go to like person, an individual person view. And then this is a, hang on, how do I do this? Dot route. No, dot, dot person. Route dot person. Trying to remember how this works. Label needs to be, sorry, this. Okay, welcome back from the ad if you accidentally got sent to the ad. I was saying join the Discord if you want to find more like-minded people to hang out with. It is not a Discord for my stream. It's a Discord for a bunch of Swift streamers. It's, I think it was originally created by Compile Swift, who is here. And yeah, it's just a place for a bunch of people that care about this kind of stuff to hang out and discuss. And that is where I get all of my needing to what's the word I'm looking for? Discuss Apple programming stuff. That's where I get all of my need for that out, is chatting in that Discord. All right, so this is working now. We have a route. I think what we need to do is then on this navigation stack, we say dot destination, navigation destination for, yep. Yeah, let's go with that. So for route dot self, destination is whatever. And then I think, all right, my friend, thank you again for the help earlier. I have to run and wrap up some stuff at work. Good luck. Yeah, no problem. Thanks. I'm glad to help out. And yeah, good luck with the rest of your project. And good luck with work. This is what I remember what we have to do now. This is what we want to do. So we say navigation destination for route self, and then you say 0, which requires route conform to view, which is fine because what we can do is we can say body, var body, some view. We also need to import Swift2IR. This is never going to work. You say var body some view, and then you just switch over self, and then you can say like, oh, I've got a person view. Let's go find a person view. Let's go create that first. Person view. Case dot person return person view, not return person view, just person view. That code doesn't need the view builder annotation. I think if I had returned person view, then it would, because I think this will also work. Application of result. Oh, maybe not. I think either one of those will work. But no, I mean, body should already be a view builder, right? But no, so, I mean, I think this actually looks better anyway, to just say return person view. And then, so yeah, so we have our person view. So now if we go to our content view, and we actually click this one where we're really running it, if I click this, nothing happens, because it didn't build. Just build the whole app. Let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, this isn't quite working, and also this is screwed up. Why is that screwed up? We're gonna figure that out later. Oh, here we go. Link search for destinations in any surrounding navigation stack. Navigation link is presenting a value of type route, but there's no matching navigation declaration from the location of the link. Link search for destinations in any surrounding navigation stack, then within the same column of a navigation split view. Did I put my navigation destination in the wrong spot? I might have. Yeah, that looks like it. There we go. So that's what happens. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, let's first of all, yeah, let's start setting this up. But I think the other thing that I want to do is I really want this to be like, I want to turn this into something different. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Yes, no, I want this to be like, I want all of these things to be on like a view modifier. So let's give this navbar view modifier. Let's go create that. So then we want content dot all of the things that we put on here. This part. Okay, so there's that, and then we can say extension view func nav bar style. Let's call it usual nav bar style. Modified content, and then I think we give it the self navbar view modifier. I think that's how that works. And then we say self dot modifier. Yeah, that's what we want. Self dot modifier navbar view modifier. So then we can go into here and we can just say dot usual navbar style, and that'll give that effect. And then if we go into our new person view, we can also give that effect. And now we have the right navbar. I don't know why it's so big still. I would want that to change, but we'll figure that out in a second. I think we want to tell that we don't want that to be large title mode, but we can come back to that. Person view. Let's have this take in a person. And then we will say that our navigation title is person.name. Any advice for someone learning SwiftUI? I always just link to the 100 days of SwiftUI. If you're not familiar with that, here it is. It's on hackingwithswift.com. I just recommend going with that. That's really the only answer that I have anymore, is I just say that just go with that. It's a great recommendation. It's a great resource, and it'll teach you everything you need to know. And then, yeah, just like have a project and try to build stuff out. Ooh, this is a problem. I guess we need this to have a person import orders kit. Why video? Fair enough. Yeah, but there's not any real great get running from zero text resources for that for SwiftUI. I mean, Apple's page is pretty nice, but it's very basic. It doesn't really get you into too much. I mean, it was very cool, especially when it first came out, to be like, hey, how do I do anything with SwiftUI? And it goes, here's everything you need to know about SwiftUI. I don't even know where those are anymore. Yeah, here. But then does this even have the view tutorials? Here we go. UI kit docs were a lot more informative. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I mean, these things, they're pretty great at getting you started. But they're very basic. And I think the 100 Days of SwiftUI gets way more into here's how you actually build an app. Oh, you didn't know about the Apple SwiftUI ones? Oh yeah, these are pretty cool too. But yeah, like I said, they really only just get you started. Yeah, developer.apple.com/tutorials/SwiftUI. They're nice, but they only get you so far. They get you here's the general shape of working with SwiftUI. And then if you want to really figure out anything else, you're kind of on your own. You need to get into the actual docs. And as you said, the SwiftUI docs are a little light. All right, let's so we got this. I think then now the problem is I need to specify where this route is. Okay, yeah, route.person. Person. I think that actually works just fine, right? Okay. Requires that route conform to hashable. Why is route not hashable? Does that mean that person needs to be hashable? Like, what do you mean some view? Yeah, it's just some view. We don't know, but it's some view. See, so like some view is just like the compiler figures it out and replaces this. Because otherwise you have to figure it out on your own, and that can be fun. It's not a type erasure thing, because it doesn't actually erase the type. If you said any view, that erases the type. But some view is like the compiler needs to figure out the type for me. Because yeah, because I think that I could do like person view here. I don't think that's actually correct, because I think it needs to be. It says build failed, but it's not really telling me why build failed. Did I not get this part working? Build succeeded for orders kit. And then orders UI is like, I've never seen orders kit before in my life. Some view just means that the views on the return are not from the exact same type hierarchy. I think that's also not true, because you have to say because for example, let me some view. I think that if I do like this, now of course we also have to like say that this is int dot random in 0 dot 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 10 is less than 5, return rectangle, I don't know, else return text hello. I think this won't compile because yeah, your body, whoops, okay. This is Xcode crash. Somebody crashed Xcode for me. I was gonna say that was a heck of a build failure. They just killed Xcode. This is perfect timing. That was amazing. Peabody codes. Function declares an opaque return type some view, but the return statements in its body do not have matching underlying types. So yeah, you do actually have to have the same underlying type in the sum view. I don't know if that's what you were trying to say, but okay, now it's just failing for no reason at all. Love it. God, I love Xcode sometimes. No such module orders kit. But then it just like immediately goes away. But orders kit, no, it didn't actually work. So why does orders UI, it should depend on orders kit. Orders UI, builds phases, target dependencies. Yeah, okay, so this should depend on orders kit. Yeah, no, basically what it is like, so if you actually, what is going on here? Sorry, I'm like confused by why this app won't build. Orders UI relies on orders kit. Why is it saying that there's no such module? And if I say orders, build phases. I mean, yeah, that's the right order to go in that order. No such module orders kit, even though I just built orders kit right here. So like now if I could just go build orders UI, When in doubt, clean. Okay, well, that at least got somewhere. Hey, Compile Swift, how are you doing? Are you streaming later? Show build folder and finder. Just trash the whole thing. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of our module cache. Close this project. And try building and running again. How late will you be streaming? I am probably only streaming for another half an hour or so. Of course, it also depends on if I can even get my thing to build again. Why was this working just fine? And then suddenly, please say very late. It depends on when I actually start getting hungry. No such module. Okay, so I feel like part of the problem is like there's this no umbrella header issue. That doesn't make any sense. Like, but let's try adding an umbrella header. I don't know. I don't think I should need this. Area. This instructs Xcode to install a module.module map file. Objective-C frameworks need to define a module to be used by Swift. So maybe if I just change defines module to false, maybe this will fix it. But I also don't know why, like, this is needed at all. Project will be treated as defining its own module. This enables automatic production of LLVM module map files and allows the project to be imported as a module. Let's just delete this and see what happens. No such module orders kit. Let's still fix that other bug. But I don't understand what's wrong here. Because this is in orders UI. Orders UI should depend on orders kit. We already figured that out. That's already working. Orders. Orders UI. Build phases. Target dependencies. Orders kit. It's right here. Embed framework. Orders kit.framework. So why doesn't it work? Opening the Xcode project instead of the XA workspace will cause an error like this. Please tell me that's not what I did. Okay, well, at least it wasn't just that. Let's go back and fix that defines module thing. Okay, build is still failing. Okay, so it wasn't... I don't know. It wasn't just this. Let's see if we can fix this through Toast instead. The problem is I need this to have a dependency. I need these projects to depend on each other, and this doesn't really seem to allow for that to happen. Let's see what happens if literally all I do is just rerun Toast generate. You're getting the same error as me about the no such module. It doesn't make any sense to me. Took you a while to figure out the XE framework embeds. So there's no XE framework though. This is literally just different modules in the same repo. It's the same different frameworks in the same Xcode project. I do feel like the template that they gave me for Toast is kind of overcomplicating things by not giving me enough. So I'm gonna go copy my one from. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go copy my one from Kineo. Do they support the exact same target architecture? They should. Hey Adam, how are you doing? I want this to just be simple. Let project equals project name orders organization name settings base I don't think that worked the way that I really wanted it to, but hey, whatever. Got online just for the Xcode build error fight scene. Yeah, no kidding. Settings. Oh, settings is dot settings. There we go. Okay. Targets. Target. We need the main app one. And you know what we're going to do? We're also going to put like a let app name. Because we've already decided we want to change the app name. Xcode the IDE that sometimes decides to be obnoxious for no apparent reason. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's a free Toast tutorial. The answer is don't use the template that they give you by default because it sucks. Download the CocoVod template. I mean, the Kineo one should be public by now. It would be on my GitLab at git.payto.name and go hunt for Kineo in there. That one should be public. Okay, so now here's part of the problem is I don't want this, like I want the derived info plist, so maybe we come back to that one. See, now I do need that other one back that I decided that I didn't need. Let info plist So this is the app target. What is a GitLab? GitLab is a self-hosted, well, it doesn't have to be self-hosted, but I self-host it, GitHub competitor. And it used to be way better than GitHub. Well, I'm still going to answer the question, even if you are messing with me. It used to be way better than GitHub, but GitHub has caught up a lot recently. So now it's just kind of, it's self-hosted. It doesn't go down as often, which is surprising for something self-hosted. Regular GitHub is down all the time. Good for code reviews, yeah. I do like GitLab's code review better. And I still think that their CI is a little bit nicer, but GitHub Actions is pretty cool. Our Swift package is practically only on Git, yeah. Basically. Target, okay. So to target, we get the main target. Okay, so platform, product, bundle ID. Info plist. So info plist, we say extending default with, and then there's like a thing here. Looked into generating your own Swift package, but it seemed like a nightmare when you want it private. Yeah, we're kind of dealing with that at work right now. If you put it on Git, it's not a problem at all. As long as you have your Xcode Git repos set up, it's actually super easy. I would just do that. Just, you know, put your Swift package in a private GitHub repo and have it build like that. The problem is if you want a binary Swift package, so you like, all I want to do is like put like a zip of precompiled code somewhere, and I want this to be private. That is kind of a pain in the butt right now. Have I got the wrong amount of parentheses? Yes, I do. Okay, with that, sources, targets. See, now here's the problem. Targets slash app name slash sources slash star star. Don't put binaries in source control. Yeah, no, I agree. That's not what I said to do. I said put your precompile or your, I bet I did say precompiled, didn't I? I don't know. Put your actual Swift package code, the real package code, in a Git repo and do that. If you want a precompiled binary, then yes, it gets worse. Don't do that. See, now this is allowed to have dependencies, but these are not allowed to have dependencies. I don't get it. That's dumb. Anyway, dependencies. We're gonna get rid of our dependencies because we don't. Well, yeah, no, we do need dependencies. Dang it, dependencies. But we don't have any of them defined yet, so we'll come back to that. Okay, targets closes here. That closes there. I think we're good. Is that the actual project? Yes. Okay. So now I need to define these other ones the way we would here, and then we need to go back and add those dependencies some other way. But we need our actual target here. So target name, and then this is going to be app name Git. I think is this one, and then everything else comes back out of here, which has a platform, iOS, product, framework, bundle ID, So it has sources. It does not have resources, which is interesting. And this one has no dependencies. Okay. And then last but not least, what we're going to do is we're going to copy this one. Also, you notice what I didn't take? I didn't take the test targets. We're not going to have tests in this app. Okay, and then this UI one does depend on Kit. So we're going to say dependencies, and then we need to go back to here. Oh, geez, what am I doing? This is not the right one. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. There we go. Come back to here, and we're going to say dot target name app name Kit. So this one depends on app name Kit. This one depends on the other two. Adding Kit to the name of the end of the target is a common thing to do. Not really. I'm only doing it because that's what they put in here by default, and I'm too lazy to go back and change it. I would give it a name that is like descriptive of what it's doing. But Apple used to name everything Kit, so people probably copied that. First they named everything Kit, and then they named everything Core something, and then they went back to Kit for a little while, and now they're just making it Swift whatever. Okay, so there's our project. Let's see if that actually will generate. Oh, whoops. eShell, test generate. Okay, now does this build? No, it's actually way worse. I forgot to change settings. No, I changed settings. Settings is right here. But this is settings for the project. I forgot to do iPhone OS deployment target. Oh, I set it to 14. Derp. There's part of your problem. A little bit better. Okay, cannot find people wrangler in scope. Because this one needs to import orders kit. People wrangler is inaccessible. Okay, that's fine. This one also needs to import orders kit. And then we need to go to people wrangler, and we need to give ourselves an init. Public init. Holy crap, it's building again. There's your quick tutorial. How do you create a project? It looks like this. This is how you do it. Okay. Now we've got everything. Let's go. So yeah, no, what I would do, Mono, to go back to your question, is I would probably break this up into even smaller modules that are like, what is the individual thing that this does? So because what I've got in here right now in orders kit is like people related stuff, I would honestly just create a target called people. Here, let's actually do that. We're gonna call it people. And then for right now, it's in app name kit. Actually, I mean, this can just be orders kit because that's literally a file on the system and it's not something that we created. But then now if I do this, I can't find target orders kit. Yep, I screwed this up. This is now people. And this one is also people. Build succeeded. It's actually called people now. Ta-da, like that. Although I'm actually surprised that that still worked because we should have import orders kit everywhere. That actually probably shouldn't work. There we go. No such module orders kit. That's because it's named people. No such module orders kit. That's because it's named people. Ta-da! Okay. Let's get back around to actually working on these things. Okay. What do we got going on next? Oh yeah, Adam, I don't know if you just saw that. I had Developer Duck up earlier. Asking it questions. Okay, so we want a way to add a new person. So I think that's what we're going to need next, is that we've got that for each, and then we need like a button at the bottom of that. Can we put a button at the bottom here? What happens if we put a button here? Nothing happens. Oh, we literally just have the word button. Okay. I think what we want to do, we want like a UI for this. So this would be like add person, I think. And then can we put like a... What will the app do? This app, so basically this is a proof of concept for a new way of me building and releasing apps, which is just, can I create stuff that is very quick to put together and ship and just get it out the door, and not worry about like big long-term maintenance projects. So that's really what this app is for me figuring out if I can do something like that. And it's quickly looking like the answer is no. But really, like, what is this app supposed to be used for? This is for if you've got family or coworkers or something like that, where you're often, going and picking up food for them, whether you're going to like fast food restaurant or whatever, and you want to know what everybody's usual orders is. And so you're able to add a bunch of people, you're able to add a bunch of restaurants, and then what you can do is you can create an order and you just pick, hey, here's the restaurant I'm going to, here's the people who are here, what should I go order, basically. That's the project idea. I guess maybe what I want here is like, I want an actual navigation link here as well. And that's going to go to like an add person page. Vote for a second app, pretty much the same, but for the bar. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't use this for a bar. So yeah, let's do a new person route. Even more so if you get an easy, repeatable project setup. Yeah, that's the hope. I want to be able to like shake out with this app all of the problems, such as, the Toist templates not working the way that I want. And then, yeah, be able to just like really quickly throw together. What's an app look like? New person has a new person view. Yeah, see, okay, so this is the problem, is that we need this to do this. Okay, no, this is actually working now. Case, new person. Look at that. Okay, cool. Route has no member per. It's because it's route.newperson. Label is text. I should have kept around the thing, but you know what? It's fine. We'll come back and do better design later. Hooray! So we go to add person. There's our new person view. All right, let's go to our new person view and actually design that. So what we need to do in here is we need to... Gotta run, man, but this was awesome. Look forward to watching you Friday night. Yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I know you stream. I haven't actually seen your stream, but I need to show up one night. But yeah, here, let's give you a shout out, not shield off. Biozol. Everybody go check out Biozol. Pete's also streams. Yeah, go check out Pete's as well. I'll give you the shout out after Biozol's expires. Do you stream SwiftUI or what do you stream, Pete's? I'm assuming not Swift because you asked about that kind of stuff earlier. I know you said building a Reddit alternative. What kind of languages or anything do you stream in? I am having a heck of a time getting back to my website. Biozol does great streams, says Compile Swift. Stream backend serverless API development. Nice. Oh, so like with AWS Lambda and stuff? Because I know you said something about AWS earlier. Oh, you have to wait 53 seconds before giving another shout out. Gateway and Lambda are big building blocks. Nice. I have to wait before I can give out another shout out. But also I'm pretty sure I spelled your name wrong, so I would have shouted out somebody entirely different. So thank you, Twitch, for saving me from myself. All right, so we want this to be some kind of... No, you know what I really want here? I just realized I'm dumb. What I really want here is for this to be a wrapper for Apple's Contacts UI. So I'm pretty sure there's a way with Contacts to just say, like, give me a picker. Yep, Contact Picker View Controller. And it's not going to share information. I'm pretty sure this doesn't need permissions or anything. I just say, go pick a contact. And then save them. And that's it. That's all it needs to do. CN Contact Picker. A popover based interface for selecting a contact. I think this is actually what we want though. So let's say that this is, instead of a view, actually I have no idea this is going to work with the hash preview stuff. Struct new person view is a UI view controller representable. And then it's make UI view controller. And then I return a CN what was that? Is it CN contact picker view controller? I also probably need to import contacts UI. That would help. Oops, that wasn't the button I meant to hit. That was the button I meant to hit. Hey, look at that. So that just brings that in. Okay, let's get Pete's the shout out now. There we go. So yeah, so when we want a new person, let's pop this open and then let people pick something and then click save, and then we'll just grab the people from that. I think that's what I want. So add person. Oh, that's not right. But yeah, John Appleseed. So what do I Yeah, what I don't understand is that I've got like a... I can do that. But I don't know... Where's the, like, save? Nightbot. Nobody wants to see you say, like, 5 things in a row. Okay, so... Contacts UI. I guess gives it a delegate. The delegate to be notified when the user selects a contact or a property. So my guess is, yeah, if I don't implement a delegate, then it's definitely never going to work. And then I probably need to implement some of this other stuff. Okay, that's fine. I can work with this. I'm trying to figure out how exactly I want to fix that other bug, though. I think maybe what I want to do... I just want to make that a modal on person view. Sorry, not on person view, but on people view. So then this is no longer a navigation link, but rather this is a button. Is there a way to... We're going to make it a button for now, but I have a feeling that this is not going to be what I want. So we'll set that. We'll say is showing contact picker equals true here. And then we want a sheet is presented. Nope, sheet. Yeah, is presented is to $ is showing contact picker. And then the content is just new person view, which I think I want to rename to like contact picker. But that should fix the like double nav bar problem that we had. Should being the operative word. There we go. This is not quite fixed, but that's fine. Okay. So I think we're getting closer though. There, that fixed that bottom issue. I don't know why the animation is so weird. All right, let's go fix the delegate and see if that works. So, new person view, which, yeah, I want to rename to contact picker. Okay, so we need to make a coordinator. You know John too. Class coordinator, NS object. And then this is also going to need to be our delegate. What was it? CN contact picker delegate. So we make the coordinator. And then I think this context, does this context have my coordinator in it? I hope it does. Yes, it does. Okay. So let view controller equals that. View controller equals, sorry, view controller dot delegate equals context dot coordinator. Turn view controller. So that gives us the CN contact picker delegate. Now, what's actually in CN contact picker delegate? Responding to user selections, did select called after a contact has been selected by the user. Did select a property. Why is it different on macOS? Oh, because it's a different, it's not named view controller on macOS. Okay, that makes sense. Did select an array of contacts. Did select an array of contact properties. Did cancel, will close. This is only on macOS. Did close, also only on macOS. Interesting. So I guess I want just did select contact. Maybe we eventually want to handle multiple contacts, but let's just do did select contact. Let's go print contact dot I want like full name. I want you to just give me the formatted name. You're no fun. Okay, well, let's go with given name. Hey, thanks for the follow, Codezilla. Let's just go with given name. So let's add a person. Add John Appleseed. Hey, also thanks for the follow, Pete's. Okay, so it prints out the name. That's good. We're good here. So I guess we can create a new person with that. And yeah, Adam was right that you know, as soon as I implemented that feature, now we don't go to that second page. We just click Kate Bell and boom, you're done. What happens if we do say did select multiple contacts though? Does it like let me pick them? Like, does it put little check marks next to them? Me followed Coco type. I think you need the /me. Adam is always right. Adam's got a cool robot helping him though. Some kind of cyborg duck. Oh, look at that. That actually, oh, that's super cool looking. I like that a lot. Okay, we're going to add John Appleseed and Kate. You better quit while you're ahead. There we go, John and Kate. Cool. Let's actually do that. Okay, so we're going to say init. And we're going to say we want it to person handler. And then we'll have it, no, person handler is an @escaping array of person to void. Private let person handler array of person to void. No, you didn't miss a compile Swift stream. The compile Swift stream missed you. Okay, so we're going to map this into a person. You didn't miss him? Okay, so contacts.map let people equals contacts.map contact in create no, sorry, person did I not make person have a public init? I did not. Public, oh, look at that, init, boom. Public init. Compile just did a weird vlog yesterday. Did I make the compile Swift stream yesterday? I know I made Nutter's stream yesterday. I'm just gonna do given name for now. And then person handler. Oh crap. We need to pass in person handler too here. Beep, beep, beep. You did a game dev? Okay, contact picker needs a thing. This one needs this. Contact, no, sorry, people in print people. And then, okay, new person needs a contact. No, we actually don't need this route anymore because we're presenting it as a sheet. Okay, so that's all done. We're just going to have it print our people now. So let's add a person. John, Kate, done. It should have printed out John and Kate. Cool. It also looks like we get an ID. So maybe I need to let it create the ID too. And then that wouldn't necessarily be a ID. It would be, I don't know. But anyway, let's get this added to the people, and then that might be it for me tonight. You start streaming, working on your next white paper in just hours of an open Word document. Hey, that can be fun. Public, func, add, person, usuals, dot, append, person. Cannot use mutating member on immutable value because self is immutable. Fine, be that way. We're gonna make this an actor. Actor isolated property usuals cannot be referenced from the main thread. That's also weird. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna make this a class. I bet I do want to fix that eventually, and that I want to keep my list of people locally rather than in the person wrangler. Yeah, let's do that, actually. This is an actor. We're going to fetch usuals. We're going to call add. And then we're going to update our state. So let's do that. So people wrangler. Let's go back to people view. So we've got this, but rather now we also want our state private var people person array, sorry. So then this is now in people. And then we also want a dot task. I think I know what I'm doing, but I forgot. Hold on. Dot task. People equals wrangler dot people dot usuals. Sorry. Yeah, this is what I want here. What's a dot task? A dot task is like a dot on a pier, but you can put async stuff in it. So whenever this view is first rendered, automatically go do this thing, but I want to go do, something. Oh, wait. It's kind of, sort of, not quite equivalent to doing just this. Except it's a little bit smarter. But yeah. So don't do this, but do the other thing instead. I don't know. Did I delete enough stuff? I did delete enough stuff. Yeah. So basically this is just go do something asynchronous and then set the value. So let's take that. People equals array wrangler usuals. That sets that. This needs to people dot append Contents of people. Why does it not work? Contents of people. Cannot use mutating member people as a let constant. No, it's not. That's not true at all. Let new people equals people equals. Oh, I see what the problem is. Self.people. There we go. You implemented a popover last night? It was easier than you thought? Nice. I don't know if I've done popover in SwiftUI or not. Yeah, let's get this to work. Okay. Got our list of people. Let's go add John and Kate. Hey, there's John and Kate. Oh. And then when we come back, they're gone because we didn't add them to the people wrangler. Let's fix that real quick. Usuals.append, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, we need to fetch that again. So people await regular usuals. This is going to be a problem because this needs to be in a task. So actually what we would want to do is like wrangler dot add. Oh. I have no idea what's going on here. People.forEach wrangler dot add. Async add used in a context that does not support concurrency. Yes. For person in people. Wrangler dot add. Oh wait. Wrangler dot add person. This is terrible. Sheet is different than popover. Popover is the thing that has like the little arrow pointing to a button, and it's just like a smaller thing. That's what a popover is. Okay, so we await wrangler add person, and then we want to say self dot people equals wrangler dot usuals. Oh wait, that should do what I want. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, there we go. Everything stays. All right, so there's all of our people. Compile Swift, are you streaming yet? Are you good? He's not live yet. Compile Swift, what are you doing? Full screen popover? Holy cap. Code Warrior. I think you all are going to follow me directly into another raid because I basically have just finished. But thank you. Wow. 65-person raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Updating title so I don't complain. Welcome, raiders. Yes. Let me show off what I did tonight. This is a brand new project that I started tonight. And, you know, just tried to see how far I could get in one night. Basically what I normally do on this stream is I work on some bigger app projects. Hey, thank you for the follow, Cameron Clayton. I work on some bigger app projects. I've got a couple here. I can pull up what I got, but I do wow, I'm like blanking on everything. I do an app called Kineo that's a little animation toy. You draw a bunch of individual frameworks. Oh yeah, I have also been building it for the Apple Vision Pro, and so that's what it's trying to boot up right now. We're gonna build the normal iOS version because that's, you know, done. And then I have an app called Black Highlighter that does some like AI text detection and lets you get rid of text in an image. Blackout, redact, secret text. And so these are some like nice big long projects that I work on. And I kind of wanted to say, hey, yeah, here we go. Here's this app at least. What happens if I want to start doing like some smaller, simpler apps? You know, can I do that and build apps that don't take me quite so long to get out. And so that was what I was trying to work on tonight was, can I build an app more quickly and get it out the door, and it doesn't take me 6 months to a year to actually do that. So that was what I was working on tonight. Basically just building a little simple CRUD app. Here, I'm trying to show off the animation app while describing the other app. I'm taking way too long to draw. But yeah, these are the apps that I normally work on. So then you can do that, and you can go, I want to bounce this. And did I draw too many without? Yep, I totally drew a bunch without adding new pages. But yeah, that's the general idea of this app. And so yeah, you can then share it out to, you know, wherever you want to go, stuff like that. But yeah, I decided to try to build out a smaller, simpler app, a lot quicker. And that's what I did today. It basically keeps track of people, keeps track of restaurants, and then lets you put together a set of a full order. So you say like, oh, you know, I'm going to go pick up lunch for all my coworkers. Who wants what? You know, so-and-so wants this, so-and-so wants that, so-and-so wants that. You can get to the store and just be like, here's everything that I want. That was what I was trying to do, just see how far I could get in one night. And basically, I got my list of people. Don't really have much in the way of list of restaurants, but you can go in here and you can pick people out of your contacts. There they are. And yeah, that's how far I got tonight. Hey, Code Warrior, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Like I said, unfortunately though, I was basically kind of just done with what I was going to do tonight. So I think I'm going to like forward the raid on to somebody else that is also going to be doing some SwiftUI streaming tonight, I believe. His name is Compile Swift. He's here. He will be he's fixing his internet. Okay. We're going to sit around and wait. You two, you have to get some sleep. Yeah, I got to go get some dinner. I haven't eaten yet tonight, so I'm going to go do that. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Anybody have anything they want to know? Oh, Compile Swift says he thinks it's okay now. So we're going to head over there. But yeah, I'll be over there in the chat too if anybody wanted to say anything. Hey, thanks for the follow, Code Warrior. What were you working on tonight, Code Warrior? What kind of stream do you do? While we wait for Compile Swift. I'm trying to set up the thing. Red Code Warrior. Docker, Maui, Blazor, and Web. Man, I've heard a lot of cool stuff about Blazor. I've wanted to check out Blazor for so long. So I might have to go check out your stream as well. Man, Blazor sounds cool because I love working with C#. And like, oh, you can use C# to go build a cool web UI thing. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I need to check it out. All right, let's for real go over to Compile Swift stream. We will, he's having problems that I as an American do not understand. All right. I will see you all over there. Thank you for watching. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good rest of your weekend, whatever's left of it. Yeah. Bye.